This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, a very warm welcome to this uh, Microsoft System Center Configuration Manager online session, wherein I'm gonna show you the overview of this tool, and we'll see how the training will be conducted, what all topics will be covered and all. So, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I'm from India. I have more than 13 years of practical IT experience. I have expertise on SCCM, Intune, application packaging, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell. Um, I am a BSc IT graduate. I did my graduation from Mumbai University, and later on I started working as a system administrator. So I worked in SCCM level 1, level 2, level 3 team, and now my primary roles and responsibility is to implement SCCM and deploy SCCM in companies. So I have implemented SCCM in more than 40 companies so far. And apart from the implementation project, um, I am involved in this online and corporate and classroom training. Now everything is going online because of this COVID-19. So mostly my sessions are online now. So whether it is corporate or individual training. So side by side, I am doing this training wherein I have trained more than 13,000 students globally on multiple platforms like SCCM, Intune, Azure, PowerShell. Here is my website, blog, and email address. So that's about me. Let me take you to the next slide. So this is going to be for 35 hours in total in this training, and daily 1.5 hour session Monday to Friday. So that is 9 p.m. to 10:30, right? p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your time, okay, on daily basis, and that's gonna take 4 weeks to finish all the topics. Okay, 4 weeks, 1 month training, wherein we will be able to cover all the topics, and that's the weekend weekday session. Okay, I am also doing weekend session, but due to project and implementation task, I am actually um, stopped. I have stopped weekend for this year. Probably next year I'll start the weekend batch. So currently only weekdays batches are there. Now I'm gonna take you through this SCCM historical background. So when this product started, and this is from Microsoft, as you know, this product started in 1994. And previously we used to call it as SMS, System Management Server, right? System Management Server 1.0, then System Management Server 2.0 in 1999. Then in the year 2003, SMS 2003. Then they changed the name from SMS to SCCM, System Center Configuration Manager. So System Center is a family name, and Configuration Manager is one of the tools inside System Center. So there are many other products which are part of System Center family, like SEOM, SE, SM, SE, VM. So Config Manager is one of the products inside System Center. So they released the SCCM 2007 in the year 2007, then 2012, then 1511. So now they changed the name from the old version, old naming convention to this one, year and month. So 15 is year and 11 is month. Then they released these three versions in the year 2016, 1602 February, 1606 June, and October. And they are following this pattern from 2016 onwards. So every year they are releasing three versions: 1702, 1706, 1710. These three versions in the year 2018, these three versions in the year 2019, last year. And the product changed last year in 1910. as you recently upgraded your SCCM from old version to 1910. So from 1910 onwards, it is no longer SCCM, it is MECM,
Mhm.
Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. So they changed the name um, from SCCM to MECM, and this is 1910 October release. And this year they have released these two versions, 2002 and 2006, MECM, Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. So these are the versions released by Microsoft so far, and this is the latest and greatest version of SCCM at the moment, uh, which is 2006, which you can take it in production, 2006.
Okay.
So started in 1994. So if you calculate from 1994 to 2020, right, it is almost like more than 25 years. So this product is there in the market for the past 25 years. So it's a mature product. Thousands and thousands of companies have implemented this to manage their devices, and millions of devices are being managed by this product. So I hope you understood this historical background of SCCM.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's very helpful. I got my start with 2007, so I was a little bit ahead of the game. But yeah, that's a long roadmap.
Right, right. Good. So previously we used to take this exam 70-703, and that is expired last year,
Yeah.
right, for SCCM. But Microsoft, looks like Microsoft is not gonna release any new exam for SCCM specifically. They are gonna associate this um, into this one. Um, the modern desktop, as you said, MD101 and 100.
Mhm.
So Microsoft is not releasing any specific. Previously, we used to have 243, and that is retired, and then they released 70-703. These both of them got retired. Okay,
Yeah.
so um, there is no specific exam for SCCM at the moment.
Mhm.
So opportunities wise, it's a matured product. We have less competitions in terms of tools. There are other tools available like IBM BigFix.
Mhm.
Then you have a Landesk. Then you have Tanium,
Mhm.
and then you have Alteryx, as you mentioned. This is a semantic product, right?
Yes.
IBM. So IBM is also, I think it is also purchased by HCL now. So it is HCL Big Fix now. But in terms of deployment and in terms of utilization, these competitors are way behind from SCCM. SCCM is on the top in terms of deployment and managing devices.
Mhm.
So it holds somewhere around more or less 43% of market share. So it's a big number. Almost all big size and medium size companies have SCCM. You may not find it in small size companies, but almost all big size and medium size companies have this product. Okay,
Okay.
and it is hugely deployed all over the globe, and competitors are you know very I mean way behind from SCCM.
Mhm.
People are earning good salary. Those who are working on SCCM profile, they can expect a salary of 45 US dollar per hour. This is the average salary
Mhm.
for people who are in US, Canada, Australia, Europe countries. Lots of opportunities are there since you are in US. These are the two leading job portals, Indeed and Dice portal, wherein you have n number of opportunities related to this one. Now, the way Microsoft is adding features in SCCM, right? No other products have those features at the moment, and it is next to impossible for any product to come into the market and replace SCCM. Okay, at least not for the coming 10 years. Maybe after some time, if some product comes in and if that product has better functionalities than SCCM, then SCCM will be gone, but not, it doesn't look like so.
Anytime soon.
Yeah. So that's the opportunities related information. Then we have 3 sites in SCCM: central, primary, secondary. I hope you already know about it, but I'm not gonna go into details here. So let me go to the architectural diagram. In this picture, we have 3 diagrams. One is for small size companies, wherein you have one location. Let's say there is one building in Houston, and all the devices are placed there. For example, 50,000 devices are there. So you need just one single primary site, standalone primary site, to manage all these devices. Second architecture diagram, this is like 99% of time you will see this kind of architecture in companies. Okay. Wherein you have headquarter and branch offices. So if your devices are split into headquarter, let's say 50,000 devices in Houston and 5,000 devices in Seattle, 3,000 devices in Boston. So you need, let's say, primary site here in headquarter, you need secondary site in branch offices.
Right.
Okay. Why? Because the devices which are located in remote location, we don't have good connectivity, right? We have less limited network bandwidth. So in order to control the network bandwidth, we need a secondary site. So secondary site will be there in the branch of 99% of time you will find this kind of architecture in company. So you will have primary plus secondary site in this kind of architecture. Then you have a third picture, which is like big size companies like Accenture, Deloitte, IBM, HCL, wherein you have more than 150,000 devices or more than 100,000 devices, wherein you need more than one primary site. So if you have more than one primary site, for example, one primary site for Americas region, another primary site for Europe region, and another primary site for Asia Pacific region. So if you have more than one primary site, then you can go with a CAS.
Right.
Central administration site will be sitting, which will be sitting on the top of the hierarchy, and all primary site will report to central administration site like this. Okay. So if you don't have more than one primary site, you don't need a central administration site. So that's the reason central administration site and secondary site, these are two optional sites. Based on the requirement, you install it. Otherwise, it is not needed. But primary is the mandatory one. Without primary, you can't manage devices. So in this architecture, you have CAS plus primary site plus secondary site. Clear?
Yes. Yep. That makes sense.
So mostly people are using this kind of architecture in companies. I don't know about you. What is your architecture?
Well, for all 3 organizations I've implemented SCCM, it's just been a standalone primary site. We've never had more devices than 50,000, and the connectivity to remote sites has usually been really good on fiber. Sometimes we've deployed, standalone distribution points, but they've all been tenant centrally.
Okay, fine. Now, this is also one of the architecture for a small amount of devices or big amount, whatever it is. Let's say you have 15,000 devices here and 5,000 devices. You see, however, we don't have many devices, only 20,000 devices in total. But let's say this is a company called Pepsi. Pepsi already has a primary site, okay, and Pepsi has 15,000 devices, and it is managing all those 15,000 devices. Now Pepsi purchased another company called Coca-Cola, okay. So Coca-Cola also has a primary site which is managing 5,000 devices. Now the management do not the managements do not want those devices to be managed from one primary site. They want them to be managed by separate primary sites. So if you want to manage them separately with their own primary site, so you can go with a CAS. Central administration side will be sitting on the top of the hierarchy, and this primary will report to this CAS. Both the primary side will report to CAS. Okay.
Okay.
So this is also one of the architectures
Hmm.
which some companies use.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we have a replication of data because databases are there. Secondary also has a database, primary also has a database, and central also has a database. So the replication will happen like this. Secondary, whatever the data it collects, send it to the primary. Primary, whatever the data it collects, send it to the central.
Got it. Okay.
Then we have site roles. There are many site roles available in SCCM. Depends on the requirement. Some roles are mandatory, some roles are optional. Depends on your requirement. You install roles in SCCM. So I'm not gonna go into details. I'm gonna go straight to the features and functionalities of SCCM. These are the features and functionalities in a nutshell. There are many other features and functionalities of SCCM, but um, asset management, wherein you can get hardware and software information from devices, asset intelligence to manage license plus inventory plus categorization,
Hmm.
software metering to calculate the utilization of any software, application deployment, you can deploy application from here, you can deploy patches, you can deploy operating system, you can manage content, you can find out how many computers are compliant, non-compliant, you can deploy power policy, you can find out the healthiness of the client, whether the clients are healthy or unhealthy, endpoint protection, you can manage antivirus, the defender, the native antivirus
Hmm.
on the computer. Mobile device management was there, but it is deprecated in SCCM. So you will not be able to manage. I mean, you cannot integrate Intune in SCCM.
Right.
Previously, we used to integrate Intune in SCCM, but now they want you um, to go to Intune portal,
Mhm.
standalone Intune portal.
Yeah.
So hybrid connection was there. Hybrid connection is deprecated now.
Oh, so that is officially deprecated in current branch?
Yeah, the last year in the month of September,
Oh, okay.
the integration of Intune into SCCM is no more supported.
Okay.
However, in Intune you can add your SCCM devices, and you can manage the on-premises devices through
Sure.
Intune.
Right. Okay.
Role-based administration, you can manage you can give permission based on the expertise of the administrator. There are many roles available in SCCM. You can remote management, you can remote into users' devices. The reporting, you can get reports in multiple formats like Excel, CSV, PDF, and all. Monitoring, you can monitor the um, SCCM and SCCM site components. These are some of the features which I have put in here. There are many other features of SCCM which are not included in this slide. Now, when we do the training, we do the lab setup. Okay, so all the all the participant will have to set up the lab
Hmm.
either on local laptop, or you can go on Azure data center.
Okay.
Okay, I think Sunil joined. Okay.
That was quick.
He left. He left. Okay, so you can set it up on local laptop. So for setting up SCCM lab, as you already know, since you have deployed SCCM in companies.
Sure.
So minimum configuration, 12 gigabyte of RAM, quad-core processor, and 300 GB of hard drive, free
Mhm.
disk space. That is needed for local lab setup. So you can do it on VMware or Hyper-V or Oracle VirtualBox. If you don't have this configuration, you can go on cloud. So you can create your Azure subscription that gives you how much? 30 days free trial.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was 30 days. I just started looking into that. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
that gives you 30 days free trial. And in 30 days free trial, you can create your resources in either in Indonesia or US or Canada, wherever, you can choose your data center. And
Okay.
then from your home laptop, you can remotely connect to these machines,
Okay.
which are placed in the data center. And you can work, you can set up your SCCM lab in the cloud itself. So that is how we do in the training, either this or this. And after 30 days, if you want to continue, then you will have to start making payment to Microsoft.
Yes, Bill Gates likes
Yeah,
that. Sure.
right. Otherwise, what I suggest people uh, to disable your account and create another account and start from fresh.
Sure.
So by doing that, you can refresh everything. You will get more confidence in order to set up your SCCM. Lab architecture, what we go with one single primary site, one domain controller, and one database. The three servers will be there. So database will be on separate server,
Okay.
SCCM primary site will be on separate server, and domain will be on separate server. Three servers and one client, Windows 7 or Windows 10 computer. All will be on the same LAN network.
Okay.
And later, after the 15-20 days of the training, we will create one secondary site, and that will be on the network. The
Mhm.
secondary site will report back to primary site, which will also have a database here. That database will get replicated here.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the lab architecture. Any question?
I did have one question, and this is something I've been struggling with, and you tell me if it's not in scope for this session, because I don't want to waste your time either. But
Hmm.
given the deprecation of Intune, and given that Microsoft is really trying to push us all to use Endpoint Manager and Intune as a part of that, do you think they're going to issue any new roadmaps for Endpoint Configuration Manager certification, or do you think they're just going to build that within Endpoint Manager and Intune as a cloud service and really address the training that way? Do you have any sense of that based on what you know of Microsoft?
I think they are gonna release a new certification.
You think so? Okay.
Because why? Because Intune is like still in evolution mode.
Mhm.
They are still adding more and more features there, and
Yeah.
now it is picking up. Previously, we used to have VMware, BlackBerry, and Zen Mobile Iron. These were leading mobile device management solution. But now Microsoft has added more and more feature, and they're still adding some features.
Hmm.
So probably what I think is they will have a specific exam for this one, Microsoft Endpoint Manager,
Okay.
and then people can take that exam and become certified.
Okay. That
That
makes
is
sense.
my that is my assumption. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm with you. I was thinking the same thing, but I'm curious about your opinion. You've got a lot of experience and probably some deeper insights than I might. So I appreciate you sharing that.
No worries. So I what I think is based on your introduction, based on what I know about you so far,
Hmm.
that I think you really don't need this training. Why? Because you are currently working on SCCM, you are working on patch deployment, application deployment, operating system deployment, right?
Okay.
if you are looking for specific things, right? You Because in this training, I'm gonna start from scratch. Like we
Right.
will be setting up domain controller, then database and SCCM, which you already know. You
Sure.
have implemented that one, and then we will be doing start from beginning, like after installation, configuring, then hardware discovery, resource discovery, then deployment of application patching, and little bit in deep. You know,
Hmm.
we'll would use PowerShell for collection, application deployment, and other thing.
Hmm.
Then report collection, the custom report, custom queries, and all. We will do that. But anything special you want or anything extra, you since you already working on this one, so if you are not working or if you don't have experience, then it's a different story.
I understand. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to waste your time either. So I appreciate you saying that. I mean that doesn't help you very much because you obviously you make money by teaching, but
Yeah,
uh,
I make money by teaching, but what I think is I wanna add value to your skill set, right? If
yeah,
you already know something and I'm gonna repeat the same thing, then it's not, I'll get money, but you don't get value, right? So
right, yeah.
so
No,
I don't think I'm doing a great job then.
thank you. I appreciate your honesty. Yeah.
No worries. So in SCCM I do extra thing that is Intune. If you want to know Intune, like the basic of Intune, as I mentioned in my email 696, um, uh, what we do, we integrate on-premises Active Directory with Azure Active Directory, then we create Intune subscription, and then we enroll devices, we set policies and application deployment and all through Intune.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm actually taking a course right now for that, for
Hmm.
the MD 100, MD 101 exams. So that's something
Okay.
I'm actually doing right now. So I've actually started to play around with that, with like conditional access, AD Connect, pushing out
Mm.
policies to Android, iOS,
Okay.
on the
Hmm.
device. So that's something I'm doing right now, and so I think I probably have that covered, at least
Okay.
currently. Is your
Okay.
training catalog, is your website the best place to go for other courses that you offer currently?
Yeah, on the website, or if you, I have other trainers, right? I am running an institute here, so I have trainers working for me. So if you are looking for a specific course, you let me know, then I can send you the course content and all. You go through that. We can have a demo session, and then if you like the demo, then we can start the training.
Oh, great. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, do you, so besides Intune, are you doing anything? Well, you know what? I don't waste your time. I'll check out the website and see what other courses that you have with respect to Azure.
I
I'm assuming you're doing.
I yeah, I do for myself.
Mhm.
I have other trainers for other technologies. That's not a problem. But for
Okay.
myself, I am doing application packaging.
Hmm.
I don't know about this one, SCCM.
Hmm.
Okay, and application packaging at the moment. Other
Okay.
trainings I'm not doing at the moment because I'm not getting time. So
Okay.
SCCM and application packaging, these are the two uh, technologies I'm doing
Okay.
at the moment. For other technologies, I have a application packaging. You know about it?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something I've probably done the longest. Application
Okay.
packaging, patch management. I think down the road, what I wanted to look into was just to do deeper dives into Azure and PowerShell. I mean, I've got okay PowerShell skills, but I've primarily used the PowerShell app deploy toolkit as a wrapper
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of application deployments. Um, but
Mm.
but doing a deeper PowerShell dive, that's something I definitely want to look into in the future.
Okay. No worries. Okay. So you can message me on WhatsApp
Okay.
or you can email me. If you need some training, or you can go to my website and let me know. Okay. So
Thank you
because
very
what I see is you actually don't need a training on SCCM. You already have enough skill set to continue.
well. Thank you. Like I said, I really appreciate your honesty, Kashif. Is it pronounced Kashif or Kashif?
Yeah, Kashif.
Kashif. Okay, I want to get that right. Okay.
No worries. Okay, fine. Where are you located in US?
I'm located in the U.S. in Delaware, the state of Delaware.
Ah, the Joe Biden
Yeah, yeah, Joe Biden state.
constituency.
Yep. Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually
Joe
know Joe
Biden
Biden.
was there. Joe Biden started his career from there itself, right?
He sure did. Yeah, we've communicated back and forth a couple of times. He's got a place not far from where I live, but yeah, he's a good guy. I think he'll be a good president.
Right, right. Yeah, people are happy,
Yeah, we'll see.
and people have voted him. Let's see how he is gonna do.
Yeah,
He has vast experience as well because he was there with Obama for 8 years as
yeah,
a vice president.
yeah, that's true.
He
Yeah.
already knows how to, uh, how to do all these things.
He doesn't need any on-the-job training, that's for sure.
Like this guy,
Right.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nice talking to you, and all the best. And let me know in case if you need any training. Email me or message me on WhatsApp. Okay.
I sure will. Thank you, Kashif. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
And also, anyway, if anyone else needed training, let me know. Okay.
Yes, I absolutely. I know a couple of people, and I'll send them your way. I will.
Okay. Thank you, David. Thanks.
You're
Bye bye.
welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.